The Queen didn't stop working until hours before she died peacefully with Princess Anne and King Charles at her bedside, an upcoming book by broadcaster Gyles Brandreth has claimed. The biography, titled Elizabeth, An Intimate Portrait, provides a unique insight into the busy schedule the late monarch tackled, without fail, in her final days spent at her beloved Balmoral Castle. The book, serialized by the Daily Mail, reports some of the meetings undertaken by the late 96-year-old between September 3 and September 6, 2 days before her death. During her last weekend, the monarch met Right Reverend Dr. Ian Greenshields, Mr. Brandreth wrote, who found her in fantastic form. The pair had dinner on September 3 and meet again on the following day and discussed an array of topics, from the late monarch's love for horses to church affairs and her sadness at what is happening in Ukraine. After the Queen's death, the cleric told ABC News the late sovereign had shared with him she had no regrets at all. Queen, 96, died on September 8 at Balmoral Castle. Image, Getty. Queen Elizabeth was in fantastic form, with no regret during the final days. Image, Getty Images. He added, she had power but she used it in a way that was beneficial to others by serving her country and by doing it so well. On September 6, Mr. Brandreth's book recalled, the late monarch had a diary filled with duties. At 10 a.m. she called her favorite racehorse trainer, Clive Cox, to discuss the prospect of one of her horses taking part on that same day in Goodwood. The author reported Mr. Cox saying the 96-year-old was sharp as a tack. Read more. Kate sends painful message to Meghan Markle in remembrance photo. Queen was determined to stay busy after Prince Philip died last year, the book claimed. Image, Getty Images. On that same day, Elizabeth II made history by bidding farewell to her 14th Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, and meeting her 15th, Liz Truss, to whom she asked to form a new government. During her first, and last, meeting with Ms. Truss, the monarch was caught on camera. Mr. Brandreth said that, while she was looking frail, the Queen looked alert and very much alive and with a definite, mischievous twinkle in her eye. The last few days of Elizabeth II, who died on September 8, are particularly impressive if considering Mr. Brandreth also claimed in her book the monarch had been suffering for a few months from a painful form of myeloma, bone marrow cancer. The dutiful monarch, however, accepted with grace that her time was limited, the author wrote. Don't miss, King Charles impresses with wonderful work in First Royal Week. Insight, London Fire Brigade accused of racism, bullying, and misogyny, revealed. Rishi Sunak claims NHS nurse pay rise unaffordable. Spotlight, the biography also revealed how the Queen was decisive when she fired Prince Andrew. Image, Getty Images. Trending Mr. Brandreth claimed, Her Majesty always knew that her remaining time was limited. She accepted this with all the grace you'd expect. Buckingham Palace has declined to comment on any of the claims in the book. Mr. Brandreth, who was a friend of the late Duke of Edinburgh as well as a biographer and broadcaster, also drew on Prince Philip's final months before his death aged 99 in April 2021. He wrote that when the Duke retired in 2017, he and Elizabeth would go weeks without seeing each other, although they spoke frequently on the phone.